The beginning of 2020 has been a really good time for movies, I think. Yes, I know this came out December 26th, but who's going to cinema at that time? No one. So I'm viewing this as a January movie. So this is an adaptation of Little Women directed by Greta Gerwig, based on the classic book, which I read for my university course, and I actually think the book is a masterpiece.
I'm a man.
So it basically tells the story of 4 sisters in the 19th century, going through life. Their dad's away at war. Their mother, everyone calls Marmee, is played by Laura Dern. She's trying to hold it all together, teach the girls values. The girls are growing up, the girls are just going through life struggles, and that's what the film's about, basically. You have Emma Watson as Meg March, Florence Pugh as Amy March, Eliza Scanlen as Beth March, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, and I feel really bad for the actress, but it's a hard one to pronounce, Saoirse Ronan as Jo March. All of these women nail it. I know the characters quite well from the book, and I'm pretty impressed with the way they perfectly conveyed these girls. Each girl has a real significant character, and each of these actors does well in bringing that out. You've also got Timothée Chalamet as Laurie, who is a boy who grows up with the girls and befriends them, eventually ends up romantically linked with one of the girls, but he's perfectly realised as well from the book, and it's a great friendship that these girls have with him. And, a great chemistry, again, that the actor has. And the chemistry was essential in this. You had to buy the close-knit relationship, and you really, really do. This movie perfectly captures the Little Women book. It's dignified, it's charming, but it's also epic, it's also intense. It's very, very human. It's about the trials and tribulations. It's about the pain, but also the happiness. It's about family. It's about bonding together. And it's about finding your place in the world, and it's a wonderful depiction of feminism, I think. It's where feminism, I think, has gone wrong in some areas in recent times, is it kind of focuses too much on men and how men have messed it up for women and this and that. Little Women doesn't. Little Women, the women focus on, I'm a woman, how can I make the world better for me as a woman? What trials and tribulations are facing women? How can I help women? It's not about bringing men down. So if we go through the girls in the movie, Emma Watson, last movie I saw her in was Beauty and the Beast, which is a load of old arse. Sorry, Ems, but you were good in this. Emma Watson was really, really good. Beth is kind of the laid-back sister, and who ends up marrying someone who isn't financially well off, so she cares about well, they all do, but she kind of, in an extreme situation of poverty, she realises that money isn't important. She's willing to love this man through the thick and thin, and it shows that she's probably the least materialistic of the girls, even though none of them really are. It's just that she's been forced to go face to face with poverty, and she welcomes it. She welcomes the love she has, and she's a very likeable character. Florence Pugh, we last saw her in Midsummer. If you loved the Midsummer, I didn't, but that was a review that really took off in terms of engagement. People comment on that to this day, and I still don't like Midsummer, but I respect everyone's opinion who liked it. And I think Florence Pugh she's from Midsummer. I think she's a lot better in this. This is a great performance as Amy March. I think Amy March, very strong woman, very strong-willed, a wonderful performance, full of turmoil, full of honesty, and a very flawed character, Amy March, and you see that. And Florence Pugh does well in making you sympathise with her, but also see that she can be a little bit of a bitch. Eliza Scanlen as Beth, and I was really hoping they'd get Beth right, because in the book Beth is so pure of hearted, she's the sweetest of them all, but she's sick, she's ill, and Eliza Scanlen, she's perfect. She pulls at your heartstrings. This girl's face just tells 1,000 words. You can see that she's looking at the world through a more contemplative sense than the other girls. She kind of looks from the outside in. She's kind of looking through the window and noticing things the other girls don't notice, and knowing that she's got this issue inside of her, this sickness. She knows that her time is limited, so she's quieter, but she's so pure and she's so sweet. Saoirse Ronan as Jo March. Jo March is one of the best characters I've ever read about. One of the best women I've ever read about. she's brilliant. She just got this, even at the time, this was so progressive. This was so, like, women weren't strong-willed. Women weren't necessarily, standing up for themselves and demanding better. And I love the fact that she just focuses on herself and the people around her. She doesn't try and bring down the men around her. She just stands up for herself. She just knows that she is worthy. What I love about this film, it really does celebrate everything great about women. I think that feminists forget that love is important to women. Relationships are important to women. It doesn't make you less of a woman because, for example, Emma Watson's character in this movie, all she wants to do is get married. That's a very feminist thing, in my opinion. We should not be bringing women down because they want the simpler things in life. It's biological. Women will want love. Women will want men. And what I love is that Jo March, she will go for what she wants, but she doesn't deny, she doesn't shy away from the fact that she knows that she has an attraction to the opposite sex. There's no gender wars going on here. In fact, Jo kind of in this film, she accepts the fact that she will fall in love, but she believes that she won't be good in a relationship. So she's a flawed character. She understands, she identifies her flaws. She's not a self-important feminist, and I love that. This is a true feminist movie because none of the characters in it are self-professed feminists. They're just trying to do their best for women. But they know that they are women as well. It's a movie that celebrates, and a book that celebrates all the different types of women, all the different desires of women, all the different wants of women, and it doesn't condemn any of them. And it is a book and a film about seeing the good in life and morals and learning to be moral, learning to be good. Marmee is very responsible for that, and it's great to see Laura Dern in a good performance because her in The Last Jedi haunted my dreams. That character, one of the worst characters in film history. Now she's a wonderful character in this, so charming, so sweet, full of so much kindness and warmth that she teaches to her girls. And Laura Dern, she's got a perfect smile. She always has. I did not expect her to pop up in this. I didn't know she was in it. And it's great that she can subvert our expectations and go from a god-awful performance to a brilliant one. The book is very, very long, so I feel like the way that... it's actually divided into two parts. So I feel like the way that Greta Gerwig tells the story is brilliantly done. She really does pick the best parts of the book and the most substantial and meaningful and needed parts of the book. And you go away with the film feeling happy. You go away from the film believing in kindness and believing in love and believing in self-preservation as well, that you can be happy in yourself without these things. One of the things about Little Women is you can take it so many different ways. You can take it that Louisa May Alcott is saying that marriage is good, but then you can take it that she is also saying that marriage isn't needed, but it would be nice, but maybe it wouldn't. It discusses all the different viewpoints, and it shows that you can be happy by finding that power in yourself. And it is a film about that, and it's a film about family and the importance of family. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Let me know what you think of Little Women in the comments down below. Don't be ashamed, guys. If there are any men out there and you love Little Women, let me know. Let me know, because I love it. No shame. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you guys next time. If you haven't seen this movie and you were going to miss it out, because there's so many adaptations, I really, really recommend it. I think it's one of the best films of the year so far.